This is Jen from Jen Diggy Junction, and it's been a while since I've done a What Sold video, and I thought I would go ahead and do that. Um, I'm using a new system to try to do this, so we'll see how it goes. I love to sell cross-stitch items. I love to do cross-stitch myself, and one of the things I always look for is Christmas ornaments that are only gold and white, because those are called Crismon. Crismon. There are some Christians who do not want to decorate before Christmas and to celebrate Advent. And what they will do is they will decorate with gold and white ornaments. This is a DVD that I picked up at a thrift store for, I think it was like 50 cents. I've had to block out what is actually called because of YouTube. It is The Greatest Silence in the Congo, and it was a Sundance Film Festival. I listed this. It sold for $42. And the buyer said that he is actually looking for another video about what's going on in the Congo. I did not have that, but, DVDs still sell. You just have to find, unique and niche topics. And when I saw this was a Sundance film, I was like, I figure this is something that will sell. This is a yearbook from 1970 that I have had for years. I like yearbooks. They take a very long time to sell. They are extremely long tail. I know I've had this one since before the pandemic, so it's been around for a while. But it takes the right buyer. I bought a huge stack of Christopher Dock Mennonite School yearbooks at a thrift store for $2 each, and I sold this one for $36. When I was at the Goodwill bins, I saw 3 packages of these Christmas cards, and I remember these Christmas cards from when I was a kid. Turns out they do not make this exact type of card anymore. But that's okay because I'm selling it on eBay and somebody can find it and buy it from me. It was in the bins. Our bins are $1.59 a pound, so I paid under $1.50 for this and sold for almost $22.50. And this was actually a pretty quick sale. I love selling community cookbooks. This one I priced pretty high, and everything in me was like, that's too much. But it sold for almost $27. I bought this at the bin, so I paid 69 cents for it. And it is a community cookbook from Kmart employees from 1993. Childhood of Famous Americans. There are actually 3 types of these. There's a newer kind that's paperback, and that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for ones that either look like this or are totally orange. The ones that look like this do sell for a bit more. These are by no means politically correct. I can sometimes read through them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I read these when I was a kid. But people enjoy these. Homeschoolers especially like these. I know that whenever I find them, I like to read through them because they remind me of summer reading club and going to the library and getting out a huge stack of these, and reading them in 2 or 3 days and taking them back to the library. This one is U.S. Grant, Young Horseman, and they are fictionalized accounts of what the childhood may have been like for these different, Americans, Actually, Harry Houdini, there's one about him. He was born in Budapest, and he grew up in Budapest, but the Childhood of Famous Americans had him growing up from a small age in, I think it was Milwaukee, like Wisconsin or somewhere. And that was not true at all. They just wanted to like more Americanize him than admit that he spent more of his life in Budapest than what he really did. I found this on eBay and I didn't really make any money on it, but it also came with 3 other buttons from McDonald's. And 2 of them were my graduation year. And I have 2 different graduation years. That's a little, I graduated early, but I consider both years of my graduation year. So I kept both of those and I sold the other 2 years. And so, I got, I think, $9 for one of them and $11 for this one. And I more than paid for all of the buttons. This is something that I found at the Goodwill outlets. It is Play-Doh molds, and Play-Doh molds can go for a lot. Not all of them do. So at $1.59 a pound, I probably paid 75 cents for this. And unlike most Play-Doh molds, they actually came apart. A lot of them are kind of like the clamp style that do this, but these actually fully came apart. And, now you can use them with things like the Crayola, oh gosh, what's it called? Like the molding clay that air dries. But, back in the day, we just used Play-Doh, and they would get kind of crusty and stuff after a while. So, but yeah, Play-Doh molds, older Play-Doh molds definitely have a market. This is a Vacation Bible School kit. I bought this at a store going out of business. I paid $15 for it. It sold for $76. Now, I've had it for a long time. I would no longer pay as much as $15 for a kit. You can find these in thrift shops from time to time. Even used, they will sell, but this one was brand new because I bought it. And the really neat thing is, the lady who bought it said that their church had gone to Norway and that they were going to be decorating the church with pictures of themselves in Norway. This was still a good profit, but it was more long tail than I had anticipated. And I guess that is it. And I am trying to figure out what I'm doing here, but I hope you like the new format. Let me know what you think, and we will hopefully have a lot more videos. I'm wanting to bring back my YouTube and see what I can do with that. So thank you for watching, and you can visit me on eBay at Jen Dinky Junction. Bye.